It was a good surprise, and Piper spent a lot of time in '03 doing some pretty interesting stuff. He would find himself working with Mr. America, Zach Gowen, the Sean O'Hare character. A pretty crazy year. What are your favorite memories from 2003 and Roddy's run here?
Just having him back. It was short lived, but I always enjoyed working with Roddy, and the idea at the time, WrestleMania was a one off. It was a
Right.
one night thing. It was hey, come on, have some fun, see Vince, be a part of it, and who knows. And then it was like, what are you doing? Want to come to TV? The original idea was for Roddy to manage Sean O'Hare. We had high hopes for Sean O'Hare, and we thought that maybe Roddy could rub off on him a little bit in a good way and sprinkle some of that hot rod dust on Sean O'Hare, but just didn't last long as it normally did. There was always something that would come up.
Well, of course, he shot straight into the Hall of Fame in 2005. He was welcomed back here and finally finds his rightful spot in the Hall of Fame. And the very next night at WrestleMania, finds himself on Piper's Pit with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Pretty cool little WrestleMania moment here for Piper.
I thought it was great because to me it was two icons in the ring. It was the past and the present. And for those guys to be in the ring together, it's just one of those cool moments, and it's a cool WrestleMania moment when you go back and look at history.
Before Piper came back with the company, he wound up doing a shot for TNA, and he's in the ring with Vince Russo, sort of taking Russo to task for the Owen Hart accident. Did you ever talk to Piper about that?
I did, and I guess I expressed my confusion about it. I didn't like it. Obviously, I've never talked about that, and I won't talk about it because it's just too personal to me. But Roddy Roddy's Roddy. Roddy wanted to be controversial and felt that that was real and that people would gravitate to it because they would say, "Ooh, that's something you weren't supposed to touch."
Right.
And I said, Roddy, it is something you're not supposed to touch, and it wasn't cool. And I think he got it after a while, but in the moment, I think he was just thinking, how are we gonna get people talking? And that's why they did it.
Some stuff goes down with Mickey Rourke at WrestleMania, and of course Piper's involved. Why is Piper always the go-to for the celebrity and WrestleMania for Vince McMahon?
Because he is a celebrity, and I think Roddy was one of the stars that transcended the WWE and was recognizable outside simply from They Live. I mean, it's a cult classic, and Roddy was considered, a movie star, and Roddy was known in Hollywood. Roddy had a ton of these direct to DVD movies. He did a lot of acting. He did a lot of things, and he was revered in Hollywood. There were guys that they looked at from the wrestling business, and in Hollywood, Roddy was at the top of the heap. So he fit. He fit in with those people.